Hello everyone, I'm Christine. Welcome back to the channel. I'm pleased to present the Money Planets forecast for November 2023 for the moon. Now, Money Planet forecasts are different than other YouTube astrological readings, and this is because it's based on the planet aspecting other planets. So it has really nothing to do with astrological signs. As far as predicting money, it doesn't matter what sign the planet is in for money to be possible. It's only based on the planets. So you need to know your money planets. The system does not use houses or signs when predicting periods of abundance. Now, the sign may influence the transit, but generally speaking, as long as the planets are aspecting one another, regardless of whether the transit is bad or good, it's still an opportunity to you to increase money or abundance or prosperity or something related to those topics. It's also only based on transits, and transits are the current movement of the planets. Now, this is just a general reading for everyone, and I can do it because I know what the transits are ahead, but there may be more aspects for you personally based on the planets making aspects to your natal money planets. So consider ordering my service for a reading or a couple of coaching sessions, and I'll teach you how to do this yourself. This forecast is different than the Venus, Mars, and Mercury planet forecasts. Because the moon makes so many aspects each day, which you'll see, I can't go into them in a super deep general forecast. But they're written down on my blog, and that link is in the description box below. The moon represents emotions, and it rules the water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. Like water, it's changeable. Many people think water signs are moody, but the reality is that we just pick up on all the energetic shifts. We're that sensitive. Considering that the moon moves through the whole zodiac in 30 days, the water signs are picking up on all of those shifts. Now, I have 4 planets in Cancer, and I feel the energy change when planets move into a different sign. The sensitivity is weird at times because you become aware of things and sometimes you're not sure why or where it's coming from. It's just the sensitivity picking up on stuff in the unseen. So if you're not a water sign, but you have the moon as a money planet, you may be surprised at how quickly things shift and change when it comes to these windows of opportunities with your money. Moon transits last a couple of hours, so if you're timing financial transactions, you also need to pay attention to the void of course moons, and void of course is the term used to describe the periods when the moon is not moving. So if the moon is void of course, don't start anything new where you want a specific outcome. Now, there are some times when you want to do something under a void of course moon because you want to prevent something from happening. So an example of this is mailing or filing your taxes during a void of course moon period, and this is to avoid an audit or problems with your return. Now, on my blog, there's a link in the moon post. For November, you can find void of course moon periods here, or you can just Google void of course moon to get all kinds of calendars and other resources. Now, here's a list of the aspects the moon makes divided up by planet. Remember, just because the aspects are difficult does not mean the money won't show up. It just means there's some work you have to do in order to bring it into manifestation. Now, I want to point out here that conjunctions, sextiles, trines are easy flowing aspects. Squares and oppositions are difficult. Now, there's so many transits in this month of November, like every other month, because the moon moves so fast that this is going to be a little bit hard to articulate. So please check out the blog post for written descriptions for the moon in particular. So beginning on November 1st, moon square Venus. This is an emotional adjustment around money. November 3rd, moon sextile Venus, harmonious aspect and emotions around money and values. November 9th, conjunct Venus. This is harmonious But watch out for the Libra oppositional energy. The North Node is in Aries and the South Node is in Libra. Libra is the sign of partnerships and open enemies. And we have the South Node there. So this is pointing to breakups and situationships getting left behind. The North Node is where you're supposed to go. The South Node is the old and comfortable, things you do well, but it's also going to drain away there in Libra. So your partnerships, you may find them draining. On November 14th, we have Moon sextile Venus, harmonious aspect between money, emotions, and values. November 16th, Moon square Venus, an emotional adjustment around money and values. November 19th, Moon trine Venus, harmonious aspects between money, emotions, and values. November 23rd, Moon opposite Venus. Watch for tension between you and someone else with resources and money. The Moon is in Aries and Venus is in Libra. This is the first seventh house axis in the natural chart. North Node in Aries suggests independence and letting go of old situations that no longer serve you. This might be an uncomfortable discussion leading to realization that it's time to move on, but it doesn't mean the money will not manifest. November 28th is Moon trine Venus, and this is a harmonious aspect between money, emotions, and values. Now the next grouping is Moon aspecting Mars. November 2nd, Moon in Cancer trine Mars, flowing harmonious action steps leading to money. November 5th, square Mars, frustrating adjustment made for money. November 8th, sextile Mars, flowing harmonious action steps. November 13, Moon conjunct Mars, action steps leading to money, positive emotions. November 17th is Moon in Capricorn, sextile Mars, flowing harmonious action steps leading to money through practical action. November 20th, Moon square Mars, frustrating adjustment leading to money. November 22nd, Moon trine Mars. Moon is in Pisces. It might be kind of a sleepy, watery, Neptunian, foggy kind of day. I'm talking about the way it feels, not the way the weather is. But this should be flowing harmonious action steps leading to money. November 26th, Moon opposition Mars, and this is arguing energy, but that does not mean the money won't manifest. The next grouping is Moon Mercury. On November 3rd, Moon is trining Mercury, flowing energy around communication and money. November 6th is Moon square Mercury, communication that tells you adjustments are needed for money to flow. November 8th, Moon sextile Mercury, flowing energy around communication and money. November 14th, Moon conjunct Mercury, energy and communication leading to money. November 19th, Moon sextile Mercury, flowing harmonious communication leading to money. November 21st, Moon square Mercury, again, adjustments needed. November 23rd, Moon trine Mercury, positive flowing harmonious aspects. November 28th, Moon opposite Mercury. This could be arguing. The next grouping is Moon Jupiter. So Moon sextile Jupiter on November 2nd. November 4th, we have Moon square Jupiter. November 7th, Moon trine Jupiter. November 12th, Moon opposite Jupiter. That could be arguing, leading to expansiveness. November 16th, we have Moon trine Jupiter. November 18th, Moon square Jupiter. November 20th, Moon sextile Jupiter. November 25th, Moon conjunct Jupiter. November 29th, Moon sextile Jupiter. So all Jupiter transits are really not easy transits, even the difficult ones. The difficult ones, though, usually it lead to too much of something. So Jupiter is the great benefic, so it expands, and sometimes it can bring too much. So you might notice that things are overwhelming, or there's too much. You have too much stuff, too much food, too much of something. And so pay attention to that. The next grouping is Moon Saturn. So on November 1st, Moon trine Saturn, Emotional stability is how I would call this. November 6th, moon opposite Saturn. The moon's in Virgo. So, oppositional energy with restriction. November 11th, moon trine Saturn from Scorpio. Stable emotional energy. November 13th, moon square Saturn from Sagittarius. Moon in Sag wants expansiveness, and Saturn says no, probably. So there's going to be a adjustment needed to accommodate Saturn. November 16th, moon sextile Saturn, stable flowing energy for money. November 20th, moon conjunct Saturn, stable energy, stable emotions leading to money. November 24th, moon sextile Saturn, another, again, flowing emotional energy. November 26th, moon square Saturn, adjustments required to appease Saturn, but again, it doesn't mean the money's not coming. And November 29th, moon trine Saturn. And remember that these transits only last a couple of hours. Moon, let's talk moon Uranus. On November 3rd, moon sextile Uranus. November 5th, moon square Uranus. So this is going to be emotional explosions. November 8th, moon trine Uranus. Should be some pleasant emotional surprises. November 13th, moon opposite Uranus. This might be explosive communications leading to upsetting emotional experiences. This is an oppositional, so like an arguing energy, or you're at odds with someone. November 17th, moon trine Uranus. November 19th, moon square Uranus. November 21st, moon sextile Uranus. November 26th, moon conjunct Uranus. And November 30th, moon sextile Uranus. Next we have moon Neptune. Gosh, moon Neptune is foggy emotions. So November 1st, moon square Neptune. This is confusion, deception, delusions around a situation with money. Moon trine Neptune on November 3rd, flowing energy with money, feeling like a higher purpose, spiritual calling. November 8th, moon opposite Neptune. This is oppositional arguing, confusing, deceptive, unpleasant, foggy situation around money. November 13th, moon trine Neptune, flowing energy with money. November 15th, moon square Neptune, again, confusion, deception, delusions around a situation with money. November 17th, moon sextile Neptune, flowing energy with money. November 22nd, moon conjunct Neptune, flowing energy with money. November 26th, moon sextile Neptune, another flowing energy money day if moon and Neptune are your planets. November 28th, moon square Neptune, confusion, deceptive delusions, fogginess, lack of clarity around a situation related to money. Last, we have moon Pluto. So on November 3rd, we have moon opposite Pluto. This is an oppositional power struggle. Now with Pluto, moon can be deception. It can be your mother. So you might have a power struggle with your mom related to money. November 8th, moon trine Pluto, flowing powerful energy related to money. November 11th, moon square Pluto, an adjustment, an emotional adjustment related to money. November 13th, moon sextile Pluto, flowing harmonious energy for money. This is also in Scorpio, which is Pluto ruled, and the natural 8th house of other people's money. This should be a good day, actually a good couple of hours to set something in motion if the moon and Pluto are your money planets. November the 18th, moon conjunct Pluto, flowing practical energy matters related to money, stable energy, stable emotional energy. November 22nd, moon sextile Pluto, flowing harmonious energy for money. November 24th, Moon in Aries square Pluto. This is an emotional adjustment related to money that may bring some frustration in. November 26th, Moon in Taurus trine Pluto, flowing harmonious energy for money. So this is the first time I've done a moon reading, and I'm probably going to have to refine this a little bit. But in the meantime, if the moon is one of your money planets and it makes an aspect to any other planet, that's why I've broken it down this way. The idea is that you should be able to look at the moon. If you know the moon is one of your money planets, you can see the other aspects it makes to your other your other money planets. I hope this information serves you on your journey. Hope it wasn't too confusing. Again, first time out of the gate, but we're going to roll with it. Please consider supporting my small business and investing in yourself with a cosmic cash flow astrological reading. Thanks for liking, watching, sharing, subscribing, and I'll see you in the next video.